What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, guys. Another day, another blessing, another me. You guys gonna see it. It's my first time ever doing a reaction to this. Now, I previously did do a reaction to Diddy, the guy that he allegedly paid to drive the truck to transfer the kids or whoever was in the truck to his home. Talking about JAYZ now. The title saying JAYZ accused of assaulting a 13-year-old girl in Diddy's. That's all they say in Diddy. So I'm assuming it's in Diddy's home. A lawsuit. This is TMZ Live. Guys, let's get into this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Don't be a stranger danger. Go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. It's free. And share this video and go subscribe to all the rest of my social media. The links will be in the description down below. Let's get into it. Let's find out what's going on. If you assaulting a 13-year-old, it's crazy when you got girls. Some sick motherfuckers. How they gonna come in for you?
In October, alleging that he had raped her at a VMA after party in the year 2000 when she was only 13 years old.
Right. Remember, this is when Charles...
Wait.
Against...
And you know
JAYZ is staying on the offensive, going after not only the attorney who filed the rape lawsuit against him and Diddy, that would be Tony Busby, the attorney, but also the accuser. And he has filed a new motion this morning, which we're going to get to in a moment, but basically he wants to level the playing field with the accuser. But first, we got to start with this response that JAYZ had to the allegation. Catch you up real quick if you hadn't heard, but a woman who had filed a lawsuit against Diddy back in October, alleging that he had raped her at a VMA after party in the year 2000 when she was only 13 years old.
Right. Remember, this is when she allegedly was given a drink. She felt woozy, and there was a...
It's crazy, guys, because they take these cases far back. We're talking about 2013. The hell? But like I tell you, karma is real. It'll come back and hit your ass like a boomerang. I don't care if it's 50 years ago. I don't care if you was born. Let me tell you, karma will get you. So you better make sure you're on the right side of karma, because karma is real. God is not going to let you keep thinking that you can get away like you King Tut or somebody. You going to get your day. You going to get your day.
There was Diddy, and there was a male celebrity who was unnamed at the time, and also a female celebrity.
Well, that unnamed celebrity is now named. She refiled the lawsuit on Sunday. She and her attorney, Tony Busby, refiled it and named JAYZ as that unnamed celebrity involved in the rape. JAYZ's response is extraordinary in that, look, we've seen all these lawsuits against Diddy, dozens of them now at this point, and frequently his response has been to deny it, but to say nothing else. JAYZ went way more than just denying it. He did do that, but then went directly after the attorney. Part of his statement said, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt from a lawyer named Tony Busby. It made me want to expose you, Tony Busby, for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny." This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. There were other shots at Tony Busby in his statement where he called him an ambulance chaser in a cheap suit.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is, and if you've heard Tony Busby's name before, it's because he seems to always find his way. I'm not saying a bad thing, but he seems to always find his way into the big case, Charles, right?
Tony gonna get his coins. That's what lawyers do. This is for Tony, the lawyer Tony. This is a big case for him. We're talking about JAYZ. And you heard what JAYZ said. You ain't getting not one red penny from me. He trying to get his coins. Like, I don't know what JAYZ did, and then like this guy just said here, JAYZ didn't even say did he or did he not. Only thing he's saying is, Tony, you ain't finna get no money from me. I don't know Tony the lawyer, but at the end of the day, of course, if he's shooting for a big fish like JAYZ, he trying to get his coin. I did hear that they had a lot of more celebrities they trying to take down with this Diddy case.
I mean, if it's Travis Scott, if it's Deshaun Watson, the NFL quarterback, he's always involved.
So JAYZ had that strong response. Tony Busby isn't backing down, and in fact said that he denied that there was any extortion. He said, my client merely reached out and wanted to have a confidential mediation.
Right.
Now, I got to say, I don't know what that confidential mediation would be about other than money.
Right.
But his point is the letter itself did not make any request for money.
Right, though I'm sure that was coming.
Yeah, it sounds like Busby's response was a little bit disingenuous. The confidential mediation would be where they would broker a settlement and not have the issue go public in the way that he did. He also mentioned that JAYZ has sued him, and that got us thinking. There was a lawsuit, an anonymous lawsuit filed against Busby alleging extortion.
Back in November, yeah.
That's right. And now JAYZ, in his recent motion that you referenced earlier, has said, yeah, that was me. Because when you sent your demand letters to me, I then went forward, stood my ground with an extortion lawsuit against you. And now if you're going to continue this whole spectacle, I want the accuser's name out there as well. She shouldn't be able to sue me as a Jane Doe. He says, fair is fair. This is...
I mean, honestly, that's true. You cannot sue a John Doe. You have to sue that person. You have to... If you gonna come, you gotta come. If I'm gonna say it was you, I'm saying your whole name. If I know your middle name, I'm saying your middle name. So you can know I'm talking directly to you. John Doe, who is John Doe? John Doe can be anybody. And the reason why the person did not want to say JAYZ name, because it seems to me that they don't even know. If you had full core facts, you would be stating names, dropping names for
is a response to this is retaliation for me standing my ground when you tried to extort me, and now let's just get it all out there.
Wow.
Right. So the follow the beats here. First, Diddy is sued.
Right.
The unnamed celebrity, and at the time when we covered that, we thought the fact that they didn't name this person sounded like they were probably reaching out to that person to try and get a settlement. JAYZ says that is exactly what happened, and when he turned him down, he thinks that the only reason they have now refiled this and put his name in there is retaliation for JAYZ suing Tony Busby for extortion. So this is going around and around, but a very strong denial from JAYZ.
It is, and it's look, we've seen, and not just in this Diddy situation, we've seen a lot of cases in the past where celebrities have been accused of wrongdoing. This hardly ever happens, Charles, where you see the person under fire, the celebrity, fire back and this intensely.
Right, back at the attorney, and then filing Derek this motion for the accuser.
Right, he is not taking this lying down, clearly.
And look, you're allowed to file documents anonymously, particularly.
So, Tony, listen, JAYZ is not finna give in as easy as you think. I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, I feel, and y'all comment down below, I feel like if these celebrities, not only celebrities, but just people in general, I think if a person have done things like this, when you messing with underage children or whatever the case may be, anything illegal because you feel like you have a name or your popularity would cover your back or whatever the case may be, I think everybody needs to go down. And that's why I said I'm so, I know we live in a world, God sees everything. That's what I love about it. I love the fact that God sees everything, and he's going to make sure that everybody or whoever family gets the justice that they need for things that happened years ago, right now, today. Again, karma is real. Please try to be on the right side of karma, because I need my blessing.
Particularly where there's allegations that she was only 13 when this happened. So that's not uncommon to see. But JAYZ now thinks this is an extortionate plot. And he says, in order to unearth all of this and unmask it all, we now need to know the identity of that person. And since it happened in 2000, she's obviously of age now. She's alleging that she was 13 in the year 2000. And he's saying we need to put all our cards on the table. I need to be able to identify my accuser and actually fight this lawsuit on its terms.
I think it would be extraordinary, I think, Derek, if the judge did force the accuser to, because, and this is the really alarming part of this case, is that we're talking about a 13-year-old is the alleged victim, a woman who was at the time 13. And by the way, Tony Busby isn't backing down, said that his client remains steadfast in her resolve in this case, that she will not back down and that she is going to continue to seek justice.
And you know, I be wondering, guys, I know you guys be wondering, if it happened when she was 13, why things have not been said years ago? We're talking, this is 2024, finna be 2025. Why things have to come up 20, 30 years later? Like, somebody please enlighten me, because I needs to know. It's a lot of even with R. Kelly case. Who else was that? Bill Cosby. Why it takes so long for y'all to come forth? I'm trying to let a nigga know that we no more than the next day. You do something to me, I'm going to tell on your ass.
Justice. So it's going to be interesting to see what the judge says here, because we did see the judge demand that in one of the Diddy cases, the accuser be revealed.
It was actually Evander Kane, the NHL star's ex. I understand it, Charles, from the standpoint. It's like, how do you defend yourself? And this is not a criminal case, fine. But how do you defend yourself in a court if you don't know who's making the allegation against you?
That's the argument that JAYZ's making.
Marche from Montreal. I mean, guys, who is really surprised by this, right? I'm not. I don't believe anyone else is. JAYZ and Diddy go way, way back, decades, right? They've been friends since, 1990? That's about 30 years of solid friendship. It was only a matter of time before JAYZ was also accused of such crime. Now, whether it's a plot or not, whether it's true or not, we can all agree that this is the fastest we've seen JAYZ respond to allegations or accusations. He did not take this lightly.
Yeah, and it's very clear he also saw it coming.
Yeah.
Right? Because he knew that he got that demand letter. He had sued Tony Busby. This was not something that suddenly popped up on JAYZ's radar.
They were ready.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all heard it here. Y'all make sure y'all give me y'all intake about this JAYZ situation in the comments. Yes, him and P. Diddy go way back, right? But again, a lot of people that have money think they untouchable. You may be at the moment, but karma is real. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Make sure you post a notification on, guys, so when I get ready to post one of your requested videos, you will get the notification. With that being said, guys, don't be a stranger danger. Go ahead on, guys, and hit that subscribe button and follow your girl on all her social media. And I'm out. Peace. Love you. Bye.